Hello, I'm Richard Hunter and welcome to our look ahead for the week commencing the 14th of October. It'll be interesting to see whether the end of week optimism actually carries over into the following week. Obviously, we've had a volatile couple of weeks in the beginning of October. A couple of things potentially might have changed. On the one hand, there were notes of cautious optimism as the trade talks resumed between the US and China. And also in terms of our homeland, the UK Brexit negotiations possibly might be turning a corner. That's been positive for sterling. Although that's also kept something of a lid on the FTSE 100, which of course has an inverse relationship with sterling. That being said, there have been a few standout performers because there are a number of stocks normally in the Brexit firing line. So this optimism has meant a very strong end of week for the likes of the UK banks and also the house builders. The overall effect of this optimism is that the main indexes all remain positive in the year to date. FTSE 100 is up 6.7%, S&P 500 in the States is up 17%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 13.5%, and the Nasdaq up 20% in the year to date. So turning to next week, the third quarter earnings season will start to gather some pace on both sides of the pond. In terms of the UK, we're expecting some full year numbers from ASOS, as seen on screen, the online retailer, a previous stock market darling which is having something of a hard time at the moment. Shares are down about 50% or so over the last year, certainly not helped along by 3 profit warnings in that period. So as they enter their vital trading season, any signs of progress will certainly be welcomed by investors. Similarly, full year numbers are coming along from WH Smith's. This is a company which is basically split into two. The high street section, which isn't doing especially well, but the one part of the business which is doing especially well is where they have captive customers, namely in airports, at train stations and indeed at motorway service stations. There are also updates in the UK from the likes of Unilever and Domino's Pizza. In terms of the States, things are starting to move ahead quickly there as we approach the Q3 reporting season. The banks Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan will be giving us updates, as will the likes of Netflix, PayPal and Coca-Cola. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.